In the long history of Islamic leadership, many rulers wore crowns, but only a few truly carried the weight of justice. Among them stands one name, spoken with respect even centuries later, Umar ibn Abdul Aziz. He wasn't known for conquering vast lands or amassing great wealth, but for something far more profound: justice. Umar ibn Abdul Aziz was born into the powerful Umayyad family, a world of luxury, influence, and authority. From his earliest days, he was surrounded by governors and princes. Silk clothes, fine food, and every royal comfort were a part of his daily life. But even in this opulent setting, his heart was different. He was deeply drawn to scholars and their teachings, particularly the legacy of Umar ibn Al-Khattab, whose name he shared and whose sense of justice he deeply admired. As a young man, Umar was appointed governor of Medina. Right away, it was clear he was not like other rulers. He chose to surround himself with scholars, not flatterers. He was a leader who listened more than he spoke, who ruled through consultation, not by force. His reputation for fairness spread quickly throughout the lands. Years later, a pivotal moment arrived. After the death of Caliph Sulaiman ibn Abdul Malik, the will was read, and to everyone's surprise, Umar ibn Abdul Aziz was named the next caliph of the Muslim world. But when the announcement was made, Umar didn't celebrate. He was terrified. He wept openly. Standing before the people, he humbly declared, "I have been tested with this immense responsibility. Obey me only as long as I obey Allah." From that very first day, his life transformed completely. He immediately returned the royal horses, the luxurious clothes, and all expensive possessions to the public treasury. He didn't hesitate to dismiss corrupt officials, no matter how powerful they were. He ordered that all stolen land be returned to its rightful owners, and this included property that had been taken by his own family. His wife, who had once been surrounded by jewels and finery, embraced a simple life by his side without a single complaint. His integrity was absolute. At night, when dealing with personal matters, Umar ibn Abdul Aziz would extinguish the state-funded lamp and light his own private candle. He believed that public resources, even something as small as the light from a lamp, were a sacred trust from the people. Under his short but impactful rule, a new era began. Justice replaced fear. Oppressive taxes were reduced, and the heavy hand of tyranny was lifted. Non-Muslims were treated with fairness, and their rights were protected by the state. Islam began to spread not through the sword, but through the magnetic power of his character. The change was so dramatic that governors wrote to him, saying, "The people are so prosperous. There are no poor left to give charity to." Umar's reply was simple and beautiful. Then use the funds to free prisoners, pay off the debts of those in need, and help struggling travelers. He worked tirelessly to revive the forgotten traditions, the sunnahs of the Prophet. He famously commissioned the first official compilation of hadith, ensuring the Prophet's teachings would be preserved in writing for all future generations. He didn't just rule with laws. He united the hearts of the people through compassion and mercy. Despite ruling a vast and wealthy empire, Umar ibn Abdul Aziz lived a life poorer than many of his citizens. His clothes were often patched, his meals were simple and meager. His nights were not spent in palaces but were filled with long prayers and quiet reflection. The immense burden of justice took its toll, and his health weakened quickly. He carried this heavy responsibility almost entirely on his own shoulders. After only 2.5 years as caliph, Umar ibn Abdul Aziz passed away. He left behind no gold, no grand palaces, and no inheritance for his family. But he left something far more valuable, a legacy of justice that continues to inspire. Historians would later reflect, if Umar ibn Abdul Aziz had lived longer, there would have been no poor left in the entire Muslim world. For his incredible piety and just rule, many scholars honor him with the title of the fifth rightly guided caliph. His life is a powerful testament to a timeless truth. When leadership is guided by the fear and love of God, it transcends power and becomes an act of worship. Umar ibn Abdul Aziz proved that true power isn't about ruling over people, but about serving them. Thank you for watching. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that revives the great legacies of our history.